Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this was going to be a full face of first impressions, but Beauty Bay and Hermes did the dirty on me and my next day delivery didn't arrive. So it's going to be a mixture of first impressions and things that I always use and just some things that have been in my drawers that I have never used before. So if you want to see what creation I make today, then please keep on watching. So for my primer today, I'm taking the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This actually came in a bundle set from Space NK, £20 for these two, and this is the Becca highlighter in Opal, which I thought was really good. Also, it kind of comes out tan coloured. It feels really smoothing on the skin. It almost has that Becca kind of pearly, not glitter, but a lot finer than glitter, almost pearly effect. I like it. So for foundation, I've never actually used this, but this was a pass me down from my mum. It's the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation. I've heard really good things about this, loads of my friends use this, and I'm not really a drugstore foundation kind of girl. This is nice. It's definitely not as thick as some of the other foundations I use. It's not covering any of my spots or anything like my other foundations would normally do. But it is lovely. It has got like that healthy look. Yeah, I actually really like this foundation. It's definitely not full coverage. And to be honest, I don't know how buildable it really is. I've put on a second coat and it's not really done much more than the first coat. Those natural skin days, I think this is lovely. And it does leave your skin with that kind of dewy look. I'm quite oily, so I will obviously powder over the top of this, but this is actually a really nice foundation, especially considering that it's from the drugstore as well. So for concealer, this was another hand-me-down. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light. I'm unsure how I feel about this. It looks very thick. I'm just gonna pat this under my eyes. It's so thick. It's like putty. Oh my god. I'm just gonna use my finger to pat it in a little bit. And then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and hopefully this will blend out a little bit. Okay, I don't hate that. Ow. It definitely brightened, but I don't think it covered, so I'm just going to take my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer and just put that under my eyes as well. Not loads, just a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little bake under my eyes. Same as always, I'm going to take the Revolution Banana Powder and I'm mixing that with my Shiseido Loose Powder. If anyone's tried this and they're my kind of fair complexion, is this just too yellow or is it just me? It just doesn't look right on my skin tone. I think if you're a lot more tan than me or if you're a lot more of a darker complexion, then it would really work for you, but I have to mix mine with another colour. So yeah, I'm just going to bake that under my eyes. So while I have not yet powdered the rest of my face, I'm just going to use the Dew the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. It's the liquid pump one. Never tried this. I've actually not really heard much about it, so we're going to give it a little go. Just where I'd normally put my bronzer and see how it wears. Ooh, she's a lot thicker than I thought she was going to be. Okay, is she going to blend? Ooh, I would say a little definitely goes a long way with this one. I actually quite like this. It's definitely a little bit strong for me right now, but on holiday, when you don't want to be using loads of powders, I think this would just actually be nice on bare skin. So to set my face with some powder, this is an old favourite of mine. I actually haven't used this in a couple of years. It's the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Powder Foundation in the shade Medium, and honestly I just absolutely love this. They kind of promote it that this is baked with loads of colours because obviously our skin tones are made up of thousands of different colours, we're not just one shade. I just always find this powder gives me such a flawless base, and it really does cover up any kind of imperfections. The foundation's actually looking flawless at the moment. Yeah, I like everything we've used so far. Face is looking have. For my contour, unfortunately, I did order something new for contour and it didn't arrive, so I'll be using the Bahama Mama powder again. Okay, so for my brows, I have a couple of little products that I want to try out. I got this pomade from, is this L'Oreal? L'Oreal Paris. It's the kind of like the Benefit dupe. It's got the little pomade at the bottom and then it has the little stick that comes out of the top. I am obviously very much a Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade fan. I've been using it for probably like 2.5 years. So this one actually applies a lot easier than my Dip Brow Pomade, possibly because it's a lot newer and it's a lot less dry. But it comes out really smoothly. Ooh. The only thing that worries me is how much this would slip and slide around on my face. Like I feel like if I just went like that down my eyebrow, the whole of my brow would just go over, whereas I don't feel like that would happen with the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. Nice though, it's definitely very thick and creamy. So I saw this quite a while ago and I was just really intrigued by it. It's the Laura Geller Brow Sculpting Marker and it's got these like weird little prongs. I was just really intrigued as to how this was going to work. So I thought I would use this at the front of my brows and just see if they actually create like a brush stroke effect, because I do like that fluffy kind of look at the front. I mean, it definitely doesn't come out as strokes, it's more just like a thick marker line. I'm being really light-handed. Okay, I don't think I like that. I think I just look like I've got Sharpie eyebrows now. Maybe I'm just gonna brush them out a little bit and see if I can save them. And for some eyebrow gel, I'm just gonna take the Revitalash High Def Tinted Brow Gel. Quite like that one though. Yeah, we're going for a very thick brow look today, apparently. I got this little free sample from Space NK. Can you believe this? That this is like when I saw this online, I thought it'd be like an actual little sample, but it's paper thin of blush. But hey, we're gonna give it a go. I believe this is the colour, oh yeah, it's NARS Orgasm. So the very famous shade that I'm sure everyone knows about. Ooh, I really, really like that blush. Okay, so for highlight, this is the Piece de la Resistance. Is this how you say that? I don't know. I went into Harvey Nichols and I picked myself up. I'm so happy that I actually managed to get this. So I picked up one of the Kilowatt highlighters. It's the dual highlighter. I got the lightest one, Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. It's so beautiful. Funny story with this. So me and my friend from work had been planning to go to Harvey Nichols, which is where they sell Fenty Beauty, for ages. And so we planned this day after work to go. We got there and there was a queue outside of Harvey Nichols going all the way around the corner just for Fenty Beauty. We walked up to the girl at the front of the queue and we said, like, how long have you been waiting here for? And she said, I've been here for an hour and a half, but the queue was like tiny when I got here, so it's probably going to be at least 3 hours. We literally looked at each other and I was like, girl, I'm not waiting 3 hours for Fenty. Like, I love Rihanna, but I was like, let's just go inside and look around. I actually wanted to check out some of the other things. I wanted to check out the L'Oreal Balmain little thing. So we went in and we spoke to a woman and she was like, and we said to the woman, like, how long does that queue normally go down? And she said, I mean, you're looking at probably about 3 hours. But there's another section just down just round in the corner where you can try on the products, but you can't buy them. So you can try on what you want and then you can just purchase online. So we were like, okay, let's just do that. So we went to this other little section and it kind of looked quite exclusive, like a little bit cornered off. So we kind of just went in to this little corner and started trying on the products. And this guy out of nowhere just went, hi, do you need any help? And I was like, oh, I already know what I want. I've like planned it online. I know what I want to buy. And he was like, okay, what do you want to buy? and me and my friend just looked at each other like, hmm? So we picked up Fenty Beauty, even though there was people outside queuing for 3 hours. We felt so bad, but I was like, it's mine and I'm running with it. So luckily we managed to pick it up, and the fact that it was kind of naughty was even better. I'm really sorry, Harvey Nichols, if that was against the rules, but we didn't even try to sneak in. We honestly just like were standing there, and this makeup artist just came out of nowhere and started to help us. So I'm just gonna dab into the Crystal Fireside, tap it off. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Oh my god, look at that. So I'm just gonna tap into this side. Let's use this down the center of my nose just to see. Okay, this is my new favorite thing. Absolutely in love. So happy. It has taken me a lot not to delve into this next one, but I finally purchased the Naked Heat palette. I know that everyone has been talking about this, but as soon as I saw the shades, I just knew I needed to have it. So yeah, we are gonna delve into this brand new Naked Heat palette. Oh, the shades are just so stunning. So I'm just gonna take a flat brush and take the colour Ounce and just use that as a base to my eyelids. There is a little bit of fallout, but nothing crazy, to be honest. I don't mind too much fallout as long as it means that there's actual pigment to the shadows. And then I'm going to take the shade Low Blow. Here she is. There. Low Blow. And just run that through my crease just to kind of start building up the look that I want. I actually have no idea what I'm going to do. Oh my god. These shades are so pigmented, guys. Because I know that there was some bad reviews going around about this, and there was some crazy pictures of really bad swatches, but so far these colours are very pigmented and are blending out so nicely. I'm still so obsessed. I really like that colour. Perfect crease colour. So next I'm going to use the shade Cayenne and run that over my crease as well, but keeping a little bit tighter to my eyelids. I'm so happy that I invested in this palette. Whatever you've heard, whatever bad reviews you've heard, they're lies. This is so good. So I'm going to take a shimmer colour for my lid. I think I want to take, yeah, I'm going to take Scorch. I'm really excited about this. It picks up so much. Okay, so I didn't really enjoy how that went on. I am just going to wet my brush and see if that makes a bit of a difference. It just kind of went on a bit chunky and didn't really blend too well. Oh, so much better. There we go. Whew. These colours are so beautiful. So I would definitely suggest wetting your eyeshadow brush with the shimmer colours, guys. So I'm just going to go back in with Cayenne and a fluffy brush and just continue to blend all the colours together. So in love with these colours. How many times am I going to say it? 10 times more? So I'm going to take the shade Low Blow again and run that underneath my eyes with my same fluffy brush. Then I'm just going to take a little kind of flat smudgy brush and take Cayenne on that and run that really tightly underneath my bottom lash line. Okay, so my thoughts on this palette. The colours are absolutely incredible. They are so creamy, so buttery, barely any fallout. Pigment is incredible. And I am just so happy that I invested my money in this. Couldn't recommend it enough. If you love warm colours, then get this palette. So I'm actually going to take a little brown eyeliner. This one's from Mally. I think this is like a big thing on QVC. I'm just going to take it in dark chocolate and run this on my waterline. I know I am one of those people that I don't really use dark colours on my waterline because I think it just makes my eyes look a lot smaller, but I think it will really work with the look. And for my inner corner, I really wanted to try this highlight, but obviously I have the Fenty Beauty one, so we're going to use this on the inner corner of my eyes. It is the Becca highlighter in the colour Opal, and yeah, we're going to see how that works. I never actually used any Becca highlighters, so I've heard great things. Okay, yeah, I really like that. I think it goes with the whole eyeshadow look as well, because it's more of like a darker goldy highlight than a bright white. Yeah, I like that. For eyeliner, this is where it could all go wrong. As we know, I am not the most confident when it comes to eyeliner, but I thought I would try the Laura Geller Eye Calligraphy Slanted Tip Liquid Liner. And it's got this really cool like slanted felt tip end, which, I mean, I guess this would make putting eyeliner on a bit easier, but we're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna start off very gently because if I ruin this eyeshadow look, I'll probably cry. So let's give it a little go, Laura Geller. This is quite good to be used just to kind of stamp on your eye rather than, it's not good for fluid lines. If you just kind of pat it. I wouldn't say this is great for wings. I think this is more suited to just kind of going along the lash line. So for mascara, I actually yesterday just got my eyelashes LVL'd, so I kind of feel like whatever mascara I'm going to put on, they're probably going to look alright. But I thought I would try the Lancome Hypnose Drama. This is one that's just kind of been sitting in my drawer and I have just never used because I've had another mascara that I've been using all the time. Okay, so this is extremely clumpy. I think it looks great on my LVL'd lashes, but if I had my normal, regular, straight out lashes, I think I would absolutely hate this. I do feel like with mascaras, the first time you use them, it is never what they're actually like. I feel like the first time you use them, they're just kind of warming up, and then after maybe 2 or 3 goes of actually trying them on, that's what a mascara is really like. So for my eyelashes, I'm going to give the Primark Sultry lashes a go. I've already tried on the full look and fell in love. £1, by the way. These look a lot more fluttery, yeah, but still kind of natural, so let's see how easy they are to put on, because if I have some eyelashes that are impossible to get on my eyes, then I'm immediately put off and will never buy again.
"2,000 years later."
Okay, so these were a whole lot more traumatic to put on than the other ones, and I don't like them as much. No matter how hard I try, I can't make them look even. This one's like this, and this one's like, but I'm starting to just kind of want to give up with them, to be honest, because they're starting to wind me up a lot. Can't even fit them in the bloody curler. Get in. Ah, I hate these lashes. I hate them. I hate them. What have I done? God, guys, I look fucking mental. Okay, I'm gonna start again. No matter what I do, this one, they just don't match up. This one looks so much more open, and this one just looks a little bit like this. I just can't get them right. I feel like if I fiddle any more with them, it's just gonna end up looking stupid, so I'm gonna give them one last curl. I'm so sad about this. I was really rooting for these lashes. For lips, I'm gonna take the NYX retractable lip liner in the shade Nude. Is it Nude? In the shade Natural. And for lipstick, I'm going to take the L'Oreal collaboration with Balmain. Balmain or Balmain? You tell me. I'm going to take the collab lipstick in Confession and just run that over my lips. It's a really pretty kind of natural pinky shade. And for my setting spray, I'm taking this one by NYX. It's the Dewy Finish version. And this is the finished makeup look of my first impressions. There are actually so many things that I am so completely in love with and happy that I invested my money on. Number one has to be this palette. I cannot even explain how amazing the colours are in the palette. The colours are so pretty, so pigmented, they blend out beautifully. I mean, it's expensive, it's £39, but what eyeshadow palette isn't that expensive these days? Oh, just so in love with how the look came out. Another one that I have to mention is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter. This came out so pretty. I don't think I've ever had a highlighter that looks so beautiful, and yeah, I'm just absolutely in love. I love that there's like the really bright shade, but then they've also got the more subtle shade on the other side. Things I didn't enjoy so much are clearly my eyelashes. I just really hate how traumatic that was to put on my eyes, and I don't really love the look. I just think they're very like fake looking. The full look ones are so much nicer. If you want to see what they look like, I actually wore them in my Primark haul, which is one of the last videos I think I uploaded, and they're so much nicer to put on, look way better. These just kind of look like just fake spiders on my eyes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions video, and I will see you guys in the next one.